Well, hello and welcome to the Points of Interest podcast. This is the most generic podcast on the internet. My name is Josh Hawks. I am the 303 Ninja. And right over there, he is my podcasting partner for life. He is the other guy. It's Mr. Francis Fernandez.
Happy 2 weeks of not being around, guys. Hello. And welcome to, I don't know if we said this because it's 13 days ago, so we didn't record 13 days ago, but Pearl's Candy. Thanks for the follow.
You know what? That's the first time I've even looked at that side of the screen since I've turned this on.
Hi, Ginger.
I didn't even notice it. Yes. Thank you for the follow, Pearl Candy.
I like Pearl Candy. Oh, Lee. Hi, Lee.
Oh, it's Lee. Awesome.
Oh, you're here. Wow. That's and put. Wow, everyone's. Wow, you guys are all here.
Push is here. Ginger's here.
Hi, everybody. Oh man.
Who we know is Lee is here.
It's the first time we've had this many people. Right
I know.
Off the bat. Usually it takes a second for people to start pouring in, but hi, everybody.
That must mean people are excited for us to be back.
Yeah, they're like, they weren't here last Tuesday. What's going on?
And
then we're back.
I couldn't bring myself to be funny last week. I could barely, bring myself to a smile last week after the weekend that I had. So I just, sometimes you got to take an evening for yourself to play video games and eat shitty food.
Yes, I agree. But hi, everyone in the chat. How's everyone doing?
Yes.
Hope you guys are doing all right.
What is new? It's some sort of holiday this weekend. I don't know which one it is.
It's Labor Day. It's Memorial Day. It's
I wonder if I work.
Fantastic Day. I don't, but I hope you don't, and that would suck.
I mean, I'm sure I'm going to. I might just have another day off because that's how my job does it. Instead of giving me holiday pay.
Well, it could be chest day. It could be.
That was yesterday. Tomorrow's leg day. Oh, you said chest.
It is Labor Day. Labor Day this Monday. Enjoy your 3-day weekend, everyone who has a 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
I know I will.
I probably won't, but, I hope that everybody else does. Because, people need escorting even on bank holiday weekends or real holiday week. I don't know what is it's a real holiday, right? Not a bank holiday.
It's a real holiday.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a. Yeah,
what's the difference? I mean, what the hell's a bank holiday?
That just means banks are closed.
Right. I know, but
yeah.
I don't celebrate when the
holiday.
bank is closed. It usually pisses me off.
Anyway, how's it going, man? How interesting 2 weeks? Fun 2 weeks?
I mean, interesting in the sense of in the job that I do, every hour is a new and exciting thing that can sometimes does happen. Outside of that, I went to a concert actually this past week. Started way too late. Doors were like at 8:00, which I think is late, especially when the headliner wasn't supposed to show up till 11:30.
You're such an old man.
I mean, if I'm the old man, I mean, my lady was older than I was that night because we didn't even make it to the headliner.
Oh no! Who was the headliner?
An EDM DJ named Opio. Seen him before. Fairly good, real good, dancing music.
I was gonna say, how does EDM not wake you up? Like, I feel like EDM would wake up.
Well, and the DJs, the opening DJs, one of them wasn't all that great, but the other two were, fairly decent. One was way too experimental for me, but
that's too bad.
It just I don't know. There was no place to sit. There was no place to like get away. It was just we just got to stand here and wait for the person to show up.
Does he play any down tempo?
I mean, I think it
Bush
is.
would like to know.
I believe it's more kind of a down tempo sort of a thing. Not drum and bass. No. Almost trance, I would say. Not quite, but kind of trancey.
Yeah.
But check this out. So his stage setup looked like roller coaster track.
Ooh.
So being the dad joke guy,
No.
saw it, and I looked at the lady, and I said, well, I sure hope he keeps on track. And then it's like, and the other one was, I hope he takes us for a roller coaster of a journey.
You didn't.
They were good, man. They were good.
Yeah, I mean it's fine.
If you saw it, you'd be like, hey, points.
I wouldn't, because I can't think of anything. I'm like, what could I say? What's the pun I can come up with? Can't think of any puns. So, points. I don't have the button, but I'm pressing it right now.
I'll do it.
Points.
Points.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
I even did your part.
No, you gotta get the new. You gotta get the new girl now to say it. You gotta get the voice of the new girl saying it.
I haven't seen the show since Chris Hardwick left.
Tomlinson, whatever Tomlinson is the new host of After Midnight.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to. I don't know if she even says points. She might just say,
ha ha ha.
"Oh,
ha,
it's on
next."
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe that's why too. It's like it's not even the original show anymore.
I think it's on regular TV now.
But
it's real celebrities. Like I'm looking at the cast of people who are on there. Like it's real famous people. So and comedians and stuff. So Taylor Tomlinson, that's the name.
Yeah, I've maybe seen it, flipping through things. You don't really flip through channels anymore, but you know what I'm saying.
The good old days. Get up, click, click, click. Change channel.
Yeah, go to your local scrolling TV guide channel, whatever that might have been in your local area. I think most people had that as 99. But you see what was playing, or you got the TV guide out of the newspaper. That was just straight to the point. It wasn't the actual TV guide that had like pictures and Reader Digest articles and shit. Like I just need to know what's on TV.
Nah, it's all about Reader's Digest and their puns. They had like the pun jokes in Reader's Digest. They had like little comics in Reader's Digest. Like that was it. That was the little, and it was tiny. It was like a little pamphlet book. It was great.
Wait, wasn't Archie in the back of them?
I don't know, but I know that I remember there being like 3 pages of puns, or they always dedicated a few pages for puns and like puns. Okay.
Wasn't the Family Circle? Wasn't that all puns?
No, I sort of Family Circle is very. I don't know. I don't like Family Circle. I don't like those comics.
Okay.
I don't like. I don't like a lot of the Sunday funnies, because they weren't funny to me. I think I liked Wizard of Id, BC, like some of the more obscure ones. I really liked, but like the ones where it was always like the families or something, or Marmaduke, or like all those ones where I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I guess that's funny. They do Dennis the Menace. It's like, yeah, I guess I mean, it's not really funny.
Sure.
It's not really like making my side split seeing Mr. Wilson getting upset again because Dennis gets away with something. It's like, I guess.
You come to expect that with Dennis the Menace. I mean, it's in his name.
He is a menace.
Yeah. I used to have tons of those Garfield comic books, like the comic strip books.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you remember those? They were like long books, I guess you can call them. Oh, you're frozen.
I
You're
do.
back.
Yeah. No, those are good.
Yeah. Those were fun. I think I still have a handful of them somewhere. Not sure where.
It's more a Calvin and Hobbes guy, though. Yeah.
The Peanuts. The Peanuts comic books.
In reply.
I don't think I ever read those. No. Are you there? Nope. You're stuttering. Oh, the internet. You gotta love it. Anyway, we'll wait for Francis to come back. Yeah, I think he's back now. He's almost back.
I'm back. I'm looking at the stream and we're still reloading.
Oh, wonderful. Well,
But
anyway,
Pearl, I guess I'll just call her Pearl, even though we know who she is. But we'll call her Pearl anyway. Says that she had the Peanuts comic books growing up. Oh, jeez. Hold on.
oh geez, what?
I'm reloading the stream, but it won't reload. Oh, your freaking thing is down. Your OBS is down.
It's fine. It's recording.
Oh, there you go. Let's see.
Look, everything's here. Everything's running. It says live.
Okay, good.
It's just
Hi.
Hey, we're back.
Right.
I
had to reload it. I had to reload the screen for it to come back. But
we're dealing with the internet from 1997 over here. You get some 56K running over here.
Well, apparently you're not the only one. I've been watching a couple of streamers who are like have kind of the same internet issues. So it's like, oh, I thought the internet was like good. Like we lived in an era where the internet was just like good for everybody. But
I don't think so.
Like,
I don't think so.
Yeah. Sadness. We gotta find a way to fix that. Get yourself a beatbox and relax.
Yeah.
And
if you see me walking around with the flavored wine, colorfully flavored wine box, and it's open and I'm drinking it, somebody better come ask me if everything's okay. Let's face it, if I've broken down to the point where I'm drinking flavored wine marketed for children, it's not, but it's
called Beatbox. Beatbox is kind of like a kid name for a beverage,
I don't have a picture of it to like pull up right now, but believe me, I hate it when people say that.
It's not like White Claw.
Okay, fair, but like wine comes in a black, a smoked, a clear bottle. It's got a black label on it. Maybe it's got some gold, accents or some silver accents. It's not brightly colored and flavored with watermelon and what was the other flavor? Sweet apple or something sour. What the hell?
I wasn't sure. Oh, it can do it. That's cool. I wasn't sure if it could do it.
You just scared the hell out of me. I thought someone was connecting to our stream here.
No, it's just hold on. It's here. There you go. It should now have a picture of the different beverages. I don't know. I'm sharing my screen.
It's not working.
It's not working.
No.
Okay. Oh well, it was worth a shot.
I know, but now there's this third. Okay, there it goes. All right.
No, I had to close. Yeah, I have to close it.
That frightened me for a second. I thought all the shit that we talked, somebody was finally jumping in, ready to talk shit back.
Hijacking the stream.
We have nothing really to talk about for the last 14 minutes. Yeah, we do, but we don't. Well, so the last time we talked, Francis, I was gonna go see Transformers 1.
Is it out already?
No, press screening.
Oh, right. Did you?
I was signed up for it. I was ready to go. And then the day came And then the day went by, and then I started thinking about it. I'm like, wait a second. Isn't today the day I'm supposed to go see that movie? And I look, and it was, and I looked at the time, and I missed it by 3 hours. I was like,
Oh, you were
I was completely just distracted with life and didn't realize that the movie started at, it was like 6 or 7. And I just
the
lost
guy
track of time. Go ahead.
the guy that was hooking you up didn't remind you or text you or be like, "Hey, man, where are you?"
No, I didn't get
Yep.
that. I didn't get that text. That's fine. That's fine. You know, and I spoke with the contact, and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry that, you know, I was like ghosted you and shit. Didn't mean to. Just kind of lost track of time, and by the time I realized it was movie was done over a couple times probably. So I'll just gotta go see it with all the rest of the peasants when it comes out for real.
With the plebs.
Yeah, with all the normies. It's fine.
When is it? Oh, and it's at the end of the month. Okay, it's the end of September. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It'll be fun. My friend said it was a great fun flick, good popcorn movie. I don't know how big of a Transformers fan or, you know, nut job he is. So, like, as long as Bumblebee isn't a big part of the movie, you know, it's fine with me.
So Universal Studios has a Transformers ride that is like it's based off of the Michael Bay movies, and it's really it's loud and obnoxious. So as long as it's not that,
Just
you're
like the
fine.
Michael Bay movies.
And it's in 3D.
Just like the Michael
But
Bay.
yeah,
No.
it's like
Damn it, that one didn't
really
work.
bad. Well, Michael Bay is doing whatever. He's doing that Skibbity Toilet movie. So
I'm sorry, what?
Skibbity Toilet.
Skibbity Toilet.
Yes, it's about an army of toilets who try to take over the world.
Oh,
Um,
I'm for it already because that reminds me
Michael
of
Bay.
Rubber.
Yeah, Michael Bay. I want to say is making a movie. Yes, Skibbity Toilet movie in the works from Michael Bay. Yep. So there you go.
All right. Well,
Army of toilets trying to take over the world.
I mean, if it's anything like Rubber, I'm all for it because that movie was rad.
Michael Bay ran out of ideas. I think is the issue.
Well, I mean, if it you know a bunch of shit happens, haha, in this toilet movie, you're not. It's all just going to be muddy and shitty looking anyway. So
Yeah.
the camera's going to
It
shake
has
a
yellow-
lot. What?
Yeah. It has a yellow hue over it the entire time. It's instead of it's kind of yellowy, kind of browny.
Yeah, it's just going to be a shaky camera, smear of color, and you're just going to have to try and figure out what Transformer is the one you're. Oh wait, that's a different movie.
The only problem is by the time this movie comes out, that meme, that kind of like kid meme, is over. Nobody's gonna care.
No.
So, you know,
Can I?
this stuff kind of goes by. Well, I say that, but then Hawk Tuah is still a thing. So whatever.
I mean,
That refuses to go away. The Hawk Tuah girl. She pitched the first pitch at a Mets game.
did
last
did
week.
she spit on that thing first?
So
Do a spitball.
sadly, no. She just threw it.
See, she's not utilizing her fame. Every person that she
Apparently.
meets, she should spit on their hand first, or spit on her
She's
own
apparently
hand.
wholesome outside of the one thing she said to get
I know.
famous.
And that's the thing. People are, oh, I'm so sick of this chick. I'm like, I'm sure she's sick of it too, to be really honest. Because if she is this truly wholesome girl and she was just drunk and said some drunk college girl shit, it's going to stick with her probably for the rest of her life. It'll be, sure she's sick of it.
Whatever.
I mean, she didn't start an OnlyFans page. She didn't take any of the Vivid or whatever porn industry offers that were out there. So give her some credit, I suppose. She just likes giving sloppy blowjobs. I mean, good for her.
No, she she said it as a joke, and then it's
Sure.
just haunting her for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just like the pole vaulter, right? The pole vaulter for the rest of his life, haunted.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, haunted in a good way.
Haunted in the sense of like, I didn't get the medal in the Olympics because my dick's too big. Oh, I didn't get the didn't medal in the Olympics because my dick is too big. All depends on how you look at it, Francis.
I mean, he was offered a role in a porn as well, and he
Sure.
turned it down. So,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
he would have been in some sports pole vaulting pun porn anyway, so.
Vault My Pole will be the name of his porn.
Ah.
Vault My Pole.
My pole got in the way.
It's no staying on track, pun. But,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best here. I'm doing my best with with limited ammunition.
I mean, that's kind of one of the funniest things that come out of the Olympics is all the athletes that have OnlyFans pages. Like, the Olympics were fun. Come look at my boobs.
Well, sad, really. It's more sad than anything, really.
It's just kind of the world we live in, I suppose.
Yeah, not wrong.
I mean, why get a job when I could show my daily underwears? Or
Look, so we do this once a week, and we don't make any money doing this.
Nope.
And I watch so many people who make a living doing exactly what we're doing now, but have way more charisma than the two of us combined. Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna argue.
I
Gonna argue
I think.
that.
I mean, come on. Like, these guys are. I mean, that's the only reason why we don't have 1 million followers and 1 million viewers is because you don't have that riz that these guys have, and they're like, this is their job is to overreact all over everything, like overreact about everything, like there's this guy. Go on. No, go on.
I'm too level-headed to even pretend to be shook about something I'm not shooked about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What?
people are like, "Are you having a good time, Josh?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, I'm having a blast." Well, why is it you don't look like you're having a good time? Sorry, I'm not jumping for joy, and I'm having a great time. I don't know what you want from me.
I think that's what we're missing.
I'm not gonna
We need to be more over the top.
So next time you make me laugh, Francis, really hard, even if it isn't really hard, I am going to throw my headphones off and leave the room and run back in and come and put my headphones on and be like, that shit was hilarious. And yeah, then we'll put a video replay of me running out of the room on loop. I think that's what people do. I don't know.
It just makes me sad. It just makes me sad because I'm like, these guys are dumb. A lot of them are just dumb.
I'm gonna.
Why are you giving these people money?
I'm gonna set up a fake studio looking room to make it look like it's my room that I actually do things in. Then I'm gonna have a car crash through the room and I'm gonna pretend like it's my house. Or it was a fire. I think it was a fire. Oh yeah, it was fireworks. Fireworks all inside of a room. I'm totally calling somebody out. It's all right. It's like it was on a closed set. It wasn't even the dude's house. But y'all watched it.
I don't know. I'm just saying. The more I look at Twitch, and the more I look at these people. Just like, no, I get it. Just not, just not crazy enough. We're just not loud enough. We're just not wild enough. We're kind of mellow.
Kind of. I'm
tired.
I'm the Pink Panther over here. What are you talking about? Kind of. Droopy Dog. Pink Panther. I'm trying to think of like
Oh,
other just like cool characters that like nothing really bothers them. Top Hat.
I mean, you are cool.
Top Cat. I guess Top Hat. He wore a top hat. Top Cat.
You are cool.
I try to be.
You're very cool.
I try to be. You said I don't have the Riz, Francis, but I go to different places all over the state for my job, and I was informed by my coworkers that one of the places I had been to, someone took a great interest in me being there, to the point where they were playing 20 questions with the other people I work with, who didn't know how to answer anything.
You have an admirer?
Yes. Here's the thing, Francis. As we record this podcast this evening, my next shift is at the store with this person that's going to be there tomorrow. And all I'm hoping is we're busy, so I don't have to have awkward 20 questions and all that sort of stuff.
So my running joke with Josh is that he just has to exist for women to be interested in him, because he doesn't have to do anything for women to be interested in him. He just has to be there as like a presence, and the ladies just flock to him, which is very much the opposite of my experience in life. I do not have the Josh factor, in which, again, just has to be there. He just has to be himself. So I take it back. You do yeah, you're right. You have Riz. You have too much of it.
I have too much.
Because again, you do nothing, and people flock to you because you just have like natural magnetic Riz. It's just your thing.
I guess. But when inquiring about who this person was that was asking all these questions, because nobody knows anybody's names, is trying to describe people. And do you remember this, when we were talking to this person? I'm like, oh, yeah, I do kind of remember that. I do remember some of those questions. I was wondering when they were going to be directed my way, just in conversation. But now I understand why they weren't asked. So, yeah. I might just answer every question with, well, I have a girlfriend. Even if it's just someone trying to get me to even if it's just someone trying to just, get to know me because they're, just want to know who I am. Like, I got a girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's not fair to me
There's
to think
harm
that
in
just
someone
everybody
getting to
just
know
wants to hawk to a.
Well, next week when we hear back about the scenario, and he tells us, the audience, and I'm including myself in the audience, that he was once again flirted upon by another woman of whom he had no. Again, the Riz is just pouring out of his pores.
I don't do nothing,
and it just. That's my point.
Look
That's
at
my
me.
Point.
Look, I don't put like makeup on. I don't have a mask. This is why I do audio, because this. As I point at my face for all the audio people that aren't watching us.
Again, you're the one people.
Go ahead.
No, you're the one that interviews people at conventions. You're the face of the POI podcast. You are the embodiment of this show, and your pheromones are so strong. Again, the ladies flock.
The male biological clock is just, no, there's no such thing.
Just sweat it out. Your pits are just like emanating just scents that the ladies are picking up and putting down. I don't know, man. I mean, like
I don't
again,
know. I don't know what it is
it's
because
fun.
honestly, Francis, I'm awkward as shit, and pretty girls make me awkward as even more awkward. I can't talk to pretty girls. So the fact
It's all
that
right.
anybody,
I'm living through you anyway.
well, I mean,
I'm
that's fine.
gonna live through your experiences anyway. It's all good.
I'll make sure to include
But
all the
be
juicy
awkward. I
details
think
of
that's what's
everything.
appealing. That's what's appealing is like they're like, oh look at this awkward guy. He's so cute when he's awkward. You must know more. I must ask his coworkers a million questions
Yeah,
to find out more about this person.
yeah. So
This fascinating, mysterious.
tomorrow's shift is going to be interesting. I'm going to try and be as Bruce Wayne as possible.
Such an enigma. I must
I
know more about this enigma.
I might try to just one word answer everything.
That'll make you more mysterious and thus more attractive.
Ah, damn it.
Ah, he's so mysterious. I must know more about him. He just, he just doesn't say anything. I have to dig deeper. I bet his coworkers know. I'm gonna bug them all day about questions and
It was funny
figure
hearing
out
it
what
from
his
the
sign
coworkers. It
is.
was really funny because the answer that was repeated over and over is, "I don't know. I don't really know him. He just started with us, so I don't know. Maybe you should
Don't you know
ask
your
him."
coworker? I thought you were. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's
I mean,
asking, "Do I like bowling?" This and that, like. And there's some things that even if
do
he
I
knew
like
the answer to,
bowling?
he wasn't going to answer because he knew what was going on. He understands my situation.
Well, dude, don't leave us in the dark. Do you like bowling?
I love bowling. Bowling's awesome. It's a great way to get rid of some aggression. Great way to work up the one arm muscle. The whatever your dominant
What's
arm
your
is in
highest score in bowling?
the low 200s. I couldn't tell you the exact score, but
That's
low
pretty good.
200s. So
That's pretty good.
there was a lot of years spent at the bowling alley for the local hangout for the high school kids was a bowling alley, and
Mm.
mostly there to hang out and loiter. But they
Mm.
also had an arcade, and then occasionally you'd actually go and bowl and not annoy the people that work there. Uh, so 4 years of high school spending at this one hangout spot. There's a few other hangout spots, but this was my hangout spot. Were you raising your hand to
Do you
talk?
spin? Do you
I
spin?
mean, I'm learning how to spin. I still suck at it. But are you talking about like bowling? Can I rotate and spin the ball?
Yeah.
Yes,
Spin the bowling ball.
yes. But a lot of people actually make fun of me for the way I bowl because I suppose it's pretty unorthodox. Um,
Do you do the two hands under between your legs? Just
since Bolero, we have those. I think we have one of those, a Bolero. Um,
bolero.
whatever. I think we have one of those. But all house balls are drilled for right-handed people. I'm not right-handed, and
Really? Even if they're just the three
they
holes,
are kind of
they're
drilled
meant for
for
right-handed people.
right-handed people. Yeah.
I didn't know
So
that. Okay.
what I do is take whatever
Hmm.
poundage ball. He's usually in between 10 and 12 because I like to actually like whip the ball down the damn the lane. Uh,
Right.
is the thumb hole. I don't even use the thumb hole. It faces away from me. And I use when I throw the ball, I just rotate my arm and it provides the spin.
See, Pearl is excited tonight. Josh taught me something new about balls. You see,
Yeah.
now know about balls, having been drilled for right-handed people. But you know, I think that's a lot of people do that for the.
The
It's always
spin.
two holes. It's never all three.
Ah, okay.
To
Well, I
do
mean,
to
like
do the spin.
professionals all do the 3 hole and can spin. I couldn't do that. I'd break my wrist, I feel like.
Look, you're not a professional until you have the glove, until you have your bowling glove.
Mm.
Then you're a professional.
What about the Bowen shades?
I mean,
Didn't that one guy have bowling shades? Who are you? I am. Who do you think you are? I am. Didn't he wear shades?
Are you talking about the Big Lebowski? Is that what you're
No,
talking
no. On the
What are you talking
YouTubes,
about?
go to your YouTube machine at some point
Oh,
and type in "Who do you think you
okay.
are? I am,"
Okay.
and you'll see a bowling guy, and I think he's wearing shades.
All right, I'm looking it up now.
It's one of the greatest
Who do you
sports
think you are?
celebrations ever. You got to watch it with audio.
I mean, I'm just to see. I'm looking to see if he has. He does have sunglasses.
Okay.
Yes.
See, I thought he
Peter
did.
Webb has sunglasses on. This is,
Greatest
of course, a video from 12
2000.
years ago.
Yeah, it's from
Go.
forever ago, but greatest sports celebration ever. I guess he throws a strike or he throws a spare, and he starts celebrating, and he looks over off to the side and he points at somebody or himself. He goes, "Who do you think you are? I am." As he's like thumbing to himself, "I am." Apparently, there's somebody off to the side that was like heckling him before the clip was made. So, like,
Okay.
I guess he turned to the person to talk shit to the person, and then that's what came out of his mouth.
I mean, he bowled a 215.
Pretty good.
So he won by 8 points.
Hmm.
His opponent had 214, so he won by 8 points. So there you go. Ginger says my dad was a championship bowler, and he was left-handed. Aren't you left-handed?
I am left-handed. That's kind of cool. The officer that I had to deal with last night at my job was left-handed as well. I was like, "Hey, we're on the same
Giving
team."
away your work.
Yeah, I didn't say what I did.
Giving away what you do.
Did not say what I did.
No. All right.
Just said that I had to deal with an officer.
Oh, the law.
Actually, speaking of which, these
Yes.
supercomputers that we have in our pockets that we have fun with all the time and take nudie pictures and feet pictures sometimes and all those sort of things.
Yes.
When you call
Yes.
911, actually no, let's back up a half step. I call you, and it's 3 days later, and I'm like, what time did I call Francis at when he sent me to voicemail when he saw that I was calling him? And I can look at the call log, and it says, I called him on Tuesday at 5:06 when he sent you to voicemail. But you call 911, at least on my phone, and some of my other people's phones that I'm around, you can't go back into your call logs and see when you called 911.
Really?
Yeah, I'd say try
That's
it, but,
weird.
don't do that.
No.
But next
I
time you
don't
have to. Next time you have to, go back into your call log and see if you can see when you called.
I mean, I thought the theory was, or I thought not the theory, but I thought the thing was, if you call 911 from your cell phone, it doesn't call emergency. It calls like your local PD. It doesn't even it doesn't really call like emergency services. It just calls like a sheriff department nearby or something like that.
I think it connects to
Okay.
whatever the closest, whatever dispatch that you're around. I think that's same thing with your house. I mean, if you were on a landline, it'd be different, right? Because you're going to have stations, connected to different suburbs and areas. And it's the same thing. If it GPS pings and, you're in this area of town, I imagine it goes to the closest dispatcher to that area. The car accident that I was in last year, I was right at a border of two cities. And when I called 911, they said, "What street are you on?" Or what street did the accident take place on? Because it depends. If it's on this street, I have to transfer you. I'm like, oh shit, I'm like teetering on the border. So I guess where my car ended up was in a different county, a different city. But the accident took place in this other city. But whatever. I don't know what the original point of all that shit was.
I don't know. We should have stuck to bowling.
Did Do you like bowling? Is that something you've ever done?
I I don't bowl well. I've never
I didn't
broke
ask you that.
200. I'm lucky if I
I
break
didn't ask you if you
100.
bowled well.
So,
I asked you if you liked it.
eh, yeah, I like it. I like it enough. I don't do it. I didn't do it very often, but I like it enough. I
I
mean, last
bowl
time I bowled was like 5 or 6 years ago.
I bowled during 2020, during the pandemic.
Oh, I
That
didn't do
was
anything during the pandemic.
that was interesting. Um, because like w- there was Windex and like hand sanitizer everywhere. The Windex was for the balls.
Hmm.
So like they gave us instructions: spray the ball before you grab it, and then get you some hand sanitizer as well. Like, oh,
Right.
okay. And we had there was like 8 of us. It's like like, make sure you only play with your ball, and it's like, yeah, but they're touching other balls. um, we didn't do that. We just used a lot of hand sanitizer. Called it even.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's
Okay,
fun. It's fun.
it
Um,
is.
trying to think. There's a Transformers thing. Hey, we always like to talk about wrestling stuff on here. Um, real
Sure.
quick. There's not a whole lot to talk about. It's just something to fill up some time, really. Um, just because it's fun. I'm the only one that likes to talk about it.
Uh,
Uh, Ginger
Ginger
said,
said last time I bowled like a 63. I'm not very good. I'm not either. Again, I barely bowl over 100.
it's
If
the
I'm
point.
lucky, I
It's
bowl
just
over 100.
it's going. You could argue that bowling is probably the only sport out there that you get better at the drunker you get.
Yeah, and I don't spin. Mine is just a straight shooter. It just goes one direction, and that's it.
Oh,
Doesn't go
really,
any further.
Francis?
Just goes. My ball just rolls.
Hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
just goes in.
Mm-hmm.
Just goes in.
Just
Just
goes right
straight
in,
for it.
straight.
No,
Yep.
no, no swerving around. No, no, no.
Right.
Just go
Right.
straight in the hole. You know. Just
So a lot of gutter balls you
right
throw,
in.
is what you're saying.
Hey, no.
I was trying to take us out of the gutter by throwing your ball in one. Um,
I mean, you're right. I do. I do. And yeah, see, even Pearl is saying I'm terrible at bowling, but I think it's fun. I think you do it because there's people around, and the people you're around make bowling fun.
yeah, it's funny. They have the 3 strikes in a row, and it's called a turkey
Turkey.
for some reason. But also, if you're
Yeah.
playing with a group of people and everybody gets a strike, apparently there's some, and it's amongst drinking people mostly. But if say there's 4 people playing a game, 3 people ahead of you all got strikes and you didn't, you got to go buy a round of beers,
Mm.
or go. You
I
have
mean,
to go get
yeah,
the next pitcher or whatever.
sure.
Uh, not that's not never anything I ever did, but we would go with a group of people where you need both screens to get everybody's name up there, and back when you can actually smoke at the bowling alley. You're sitting there chit chatting with your
Yeah.
beer, your cigarette, and you're like, oh shit, it's my turn. Hang on, it's been my turn for 2 minutes, but let
It's
me
like
go
the
over
little
here.
ashtray right over the vent to
Yep.
dry your hands. There's like a little ashtray.
Yeah, so you make sure you put ashes everywhere in the bowling alley. Uh,
You know.
yeah, and then we were all okay with just people spraying some sort of scent inside the shoe and making us all think that it was somehow sanitizing the shoe.
I mean, it is. They just there, clean.
I mean, like,
Wear these
I kind of
shoes.
want some of that stuff just to keep my shoes fresh.
Yeah.
Next time I go to the bowling alley, maybe I
You smell like a bowling alley.
slide a dude a 20, see if he can give me some bowling alley spray.
Either the foot over, you know how when you bowl, your left or right leg bends behind your
Mm.
dominant leg, whichever
Mm-hmm.
dominant leg is down. Does
Mm-hmm.
that happen for everybody?
I think it. Well, I
It
mean,
does. Okay.
yeah, I think it's kind of the natural thing your leg kind of does. I think, unless you're just really stiff and you just go up there like a robot and just.
Is it?
I think. I don't know.
Is that normal? I guess so. I mean, it always happens when I
I've never
bowl, but I was
seen
just curious.
video or photographs of me bowling, but I kind of feel like I throw my leg out to one side to counterbalance the fact that I've got a 12-pound ball on the other side. I don't know.
You bowl with a 12-pound ball?
Sometimes depends on the situation, Francis. Sometimes
Yeah.
you need more rotation, so you use a lighter ball to get more rotation. But sometimes you need to hit the
12 is
pins
heavy.
pretty hard, so hit them with 12-pound ball. I
10, I
know
think, is my
dudes
max.
that bowl with 15-pound balls. So
Wow.
I'm like, I can't do that. My dick ain't that big.
Their bicep is just like huge and veiny.
I think some of the guys did that just for the whole dick measuring contest sort of thing. But
Speaking of which, what was this about wrestling?
oh yeah, wrestling. So there was a pay-per-view this past week, kind of the AEW's WrestleMania, if you will. WrestleMania being the big show that WWE puts on every year. This was their version. It was in London. A few surprises, a couple letdowns, kind of weird things. Good time. Good solid 4 hours of wrestling. Exactly. They used every second of the 4-hour pay-per-view they were allotted. But today, this morning, it was announced that the wrestler known as Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid, what's the other name? Sid Justice, had passed away. 63. Had a fight with cancer, apparently. And a lot of people, from what I saw kind of on Twitter and on the YouTubes today, a lot of people didn't know that he was sick and had anything going on. So it was kind of a shock to a lot of people. When I was a kid, he was in both WWE and WCW, WWF at the time, I guess.
Right.
I don't remember him being Sid Justice, but I remember Psycho Sid. I remember that name. And Sid Vicious. I remember both of those names as a kid. I mean, the guy really, he had a Hollywood look in the sense of like he's a giant with like blonde curly hair, piercing blue eyes, and this huge physique. He could have totally been like a villain in an action movie.
I thought you were going to say model, but okay. Yes,
No,
villain.
just a villain. He'd play a good villain.
Okay.
I don't really have. I mean, his wrestling ability, from what everyone's kind of said, it wasn't all that great. He was just a big dude. I don't recall any Psycho Sid Vicious wrestling matches, like I can with other people of the past. But I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, Francis. I hope you can. As soon as I figure out,
Let's see. Let's find out.
I got to figure out which button I put it under. There it is. But he's mostly known for this. So context. I think this was in WCW, and they told him he needed to do bigger moves, specifically something off the top or close to the top rope. And it's not something he ever did. He's just a big pound, just pick you up, slam you sort of kind of wrestler. So he decided to do some sort of kick, I think, off the middle rope. And this is what he's mostly known for. So I'm going to show everybody now. Here it comes up. Bam. So he jumps off the rope and shatters his leg.
Oh, no. I don't want to see that anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, I won't keep playing it over and over. It's kind of fun to watch. But That's most people. That's what he's known for.
No, it is. It looks awful. It looks terrible.
Yeah. It's a good thing he was wearing knee-high boots. Let's just say that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because that's what kind of kept his leg together, I think. But yeah, that's what he's mostly known for. It's to my knowledge, anyway. Like when people bring up Sid Vicious, that's the first thing I think of is his legs shattering.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a pretty memorable. I'm not going to get that out of my head anytime soon. That's for sure.
I mean, it's weird to see body parts flopping around.
Yeah, I don't like it. having had it happen to me, having recalled my own injury, it's like, oh yeah, I know exactly how that feels and looks like without anything covering it. Like I remember bones poking out of my arm. Yeah, it was awful.
Did you, in the first Deadpool movie, when he punches Colossus and his hand shatters, did you react much to the same to the girl that I was seeing at the time, where she just cringed and curled into a ball and made weird noises?
Well, the thing that the only problem with that one is that it heals really, really quickly.
Right.
So you don't have time to kind of like revel in it and be like, ugh, right? Because it's like, oh, he's back, he's fine again. He shakes his hand and it's fine again. The one I can't get over is, and it's not part of the movie, but there's a scene from one of the Mission Impossible movies where Tom Cruise jumps from rooftop to rooftop and breaks his ankle.
Shin, I thought he shattered his shin.
His shin or something. And he gets up and he walks on it. And as he continues to run away. But you see, like, it's not in slow motion, it's in regular speed. But you see the impact and the break. And him getting up and walking on it again. I'm like all I can feel is the pain. Like, all I can feel is the referred pain. Like,
I've seen that clip and seen like the behind the scenes footage of him doing it, and like here's where Tom Cruise shatters whatever. It's like, holy crap, he hardcored a little not enough. He didn't hardcore enough.
Well, he was like in a cast for like 2 months or something like that, like 2 or 3 months.
You know how he likes to do all his own stunts, Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
this is horrible.
Oh no, what are you gonna say?
Do you think he was really fucking Rebecca De Mornay? Sorry, I'm childish, Francis. It just came up when we were talking about it. He's like, nope, I need to do my own stunts. This isn't a stunt, Tom. No, it is. What's it as a stunt?
No, it's okay. My double can handle this one. It's fine. I'll be over here.
I got a stunt cock. It's fine. I got a stunt cock. It's fine.
Has he ever done? Has he ever done? Like, he's never done anything where you see him do stuff. It's always from like
cast in shadow and.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like you never really see him do anything.
I tend to not pay attention when it comes to that part of Tom Cruise movies.
I don't blame you.
Because, all I can think about him is in a fat suit dancing at the end of that one movie.
Hey, that was good, though.
Yeah, that was.
I lament him for that, for, like, I applaud him for actually, like, taking a risk and being funny and weird. Like, good for you, man. Good for you, Tommy Cruise.
Tommy, that's... When he does funny shit, that's what actually he should be under, is Tommy Cruise.
Hey, it's Tommy Cruise. Yeah. Being funny.
I watched, what the hell was that? Celebrity Bowling from like the mid to late 70s. They just had celebrities of the time bowling. And we're looking at this, talking about bowling again. One of the people on there wasn't Ernest Borgnine. It was Ernie Borgnine. Same guy, but he wasn't acting. So I guess he was Ernie.
He was Ernie. He's only Ernie when he's dancing, or when he's dancing when he's
Yeah.
bowling. He's only Ernie when he's
Also,
bowling.
that's a weird word name. If you say it too many times.
Ernie.
Yes.
I mean Ernie Hudson.
It's more of a sound than it is a word.
It's the onomatopoeia of names.
Mm.
Ernie.
Kind of hungry.
Ernie.
I'm trying to think what else happened that I didn't attend. Oh yeah, Colorado Springs Comic-Con happened this past weekend, and work got in the way. Couldn't go to it, which upset me a little bit just because, that I can say this for real, actually. Friend of the show, showrunner of Ren and Stimpy back in the day, Bob Camp, was there, and it would have been a lot of fun to go and hang out with them. It's been, when were they in Philly? 2016, 2017 is when the last time we got to hang out with them. And
2019 was our last Philly.
So maybe it was 19. It was 19. That was the last time I got to see them. So it would have been cool to hang out with them because they're fun. And it's always interesting when the guy that, or anybody, it doesn't matter who it is, but a showrunner of a show that you loved watching, when you first met the person, they go, I want to take a picture with you. Like, on my phone, the guy said to me. I'm like, what? Why? Okay. I'll totally take a picture with you guys. That's awesome. I think what he actually did was, because I name dropped a couple people when I first met him, I think maybe he verified my existence with the people I name dropped. I don't know. I'm just trying to be funny.
You know this Josh guy?
Yeah, is this?
Like,
do you actually know this person?
Yeah.
Points.
Fuck, that's funny. That's a good thing because I don't got looks. It's a good thing I just ooze pheromones, and that's how it. Because this.
Look at this. You got another person asking about you. Like, you got a celebrity to ask about you.
Like I said,
Because he's asking other people.
probably trying to make
help
sure
it,
I'm not a
man.
crazy person and just walking up and being like, "Hey."
Wants to know who you are. It's just again, it's your Riz. You're just oozing Riz.
I mean, it doesn't always work. We've talked about it being on here. I can't remember the actress's name right now, but I went to interview her, and after the first question, I realized that all I wanted to do was flirt with her, and I exited stage left immediately, and ran into her.
This was a Philly person, wasn't it?
No, it was here. But I ran into her at the the Comic-Con bar that night, and she ended up buying me a drink.
That's right.
Because she thought it was cute that I was gonna flirt with her, I guess.
She was like, I should buy you a drink. yeah, I need to buy you a drink.
Like,
Something instinctually in my brain is making me want to buy you a drink.
Why did you walk off? And I told her, I was like, because all I wanted to do was flirt with you. Had nothing professional to say to you.
Hey, ladies like honesty, so
Yeah, I mean,
good on you.
good on me for being honest. It didn't get me anywhere, but good on me for being honest. Bria Grant
Well,
was her name.
yeah.
And it's happened a couple other times, but I've put my professional hat on and been like, yep,
Good for you.
just enjoy the fact that she's sitting there. Don't be an idiot.
There you go.
I'm not a professional. I just convinced people that I am.
Loved you in Heroes.
What's that?
Oh, thanks.
What about Heroes?
You're just telling her, I loved you in Heroes.
Oh, I mean, yeah, at that point, that's pretty much the only thing I'd seen her in. I think she did something in a video game.
I don't know what
as
she's
well.
done.
I don't think she's done shit
Probably.
since.
I don't. The name, I don't recognize her name but I'm sure she's done stuff.
Oh, I'm
It's
sure.
not stuff that I've seen.
There's a lot of jobs out there that we don't see because they're bit parts and we don't watch a lot of indie films.
No, we don't. Ouch. You're
I
right. We
mean,
don't.
I'm not trying to be an asshole and speaking the truth. I mean, I people, oh, you've spoken to a lot of, anime voice actors. You must watch a lot of anime. Nope. Not unless it's got anything to do with a video game. No.
So just speaking of anime, because you have some reservations about going to anime conventions
Mm-hmm.
because of the attendees. But I watched somebody put together a cosplay video of this year's Anime Expo,
Mm.
and I'm like, it was just all like I want to go to Anime Expo next year.
I've been saying we should
Like
try and
I
go to
need
that
to
one.
go. It's just Anime Expo looked amazing. I'm like, oh my god, everyone was dressed just awfully, and awful in a really good way. Just like
Mm-hmm.
they were in, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know Anime Expo was like this, because again, it was just cosplayers, and it was just a bunch of them, and I'm like, okay, I need to go.
I mean, I've
I need
told
to
you
go
for a
to
couple
I,
of years that, maybe we should try and get into that one. And it's mostly just because I want to come out to California.
I'll work on it for next year because I think it just passed
Yeah,
because
it's
July 4th
it's. I
weekend.
was gonna say I
But I
think
think
it's like dead middle of summer, towards the end of summer.
it's last few years it's been July 4th weekend. But what I'll do is I'll apply for press because I did my first live stream this past Friday. I'm gonna try to do another live stream again this
Oh,
Friday.
and
See
it's
if I
it's
can.
it's funny you mention that because I do follow you here on the Twitch, and I got a notification that you went live, and I was like, oh,
I did.
but it went to my email and it went to my like promotion tab or something like that, so I didn't get like the real email until I went onto the tab. But follow Francis.
I didn't tell anybody. Yeah, I didn't tell anyone. I didn't warn anybody. I already got a couple messages saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I missed your thing." It's like it's okay. I talked to the air for 2 hours, like no big deal.
Dude,
It was just me just testing it because at some point I want to get a puppet. So
oh, you're gonna go with that. That's awesome.
yeah,
I think
I want to do
I
a
mean,
puppet show. Yeah.
I know you said you've found or researched a company, but we know somebody that that has a puppet, has several
But they
puppets.
bought that. They designed it and bought it, right? They didn't make it themselves.
Yeah, but they might know
Oh, he might have.
might have leads
Yeah.
on other
Yeah.
puppet makers.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
You should take
Well, see, I
advantage of
haven't
the people you
100%.
know.
That's true. Well, I'll reach out via Facebook and see what happens.
Yeah, and I know the person I'm talking about is always happy to fucking help when it comes to puppet stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Pups are expensive.
I imagine.
Really expensive.
I imagine they are. That's probably why the first Kermit was made out of a coat.
Oh. Do I have a coat I can destroy?
I don't know. Ask your mom. That's what Jim used. It was one of his mom's old coats. Cut it up
Oh, that's
and
funny. Oh, that's
and-
cute.
made Kermit out of an old lime green coat.
Oh, I like that story. That's a good story. I like that. I like that he did that. That's really nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no, I'll ask our mutual first before I do anything.
I was gonna say that, or if he's just like, no man, but here's a pattern for a basic kind of thing, then you can adjust it from there, maybe put it together yourself. You just go to the old Pick and Save or whatever fuck thrift store and buy yourself a brown coat. I don't know.
God, I love that you referenced a store that's been gone for 30 years.
What store? Pick and Save. I couldn't think of anything. I couldn't think of what fucking what are thrift stores called? I feel like they're all like mom and pop shops now.
Well, Pick and Save is now became Big Lots. I don't know if you have Big Lots, but Big Lots.
I think we got a couple of those. or we did. Not sure.
Yeah.
I'm like, when it comes to those stores, those type of stores, I'm like, you go to Walgreens. What's the equivalent of a Walgreens?
True.
You know, like, I don't even know.
Walmart.
Are they connected? I've actually never thought about that till right now. Are those stores?
They're not.
Okay.
They're not.
Figured the
Different
Walmarts
owners.
would put a fucking restriction on anything that had WAL in the name.
They don't have licensing over WAL.
I know. I'm just they own the Broncos.
Like,
I know that.
Oh.
Or they
That's
own
unfortunate.
a portion of the Broncos.
They're rich. They can own the entire Broncos. I'm sure of it.
I'm sure. I think that. Yeah, I don't know. Football's not my sport.
No.
I tweeted a couple weeks
Neither's
ago
mine.
that I could tell that football season was getting ready to start because I'm seeing a lot of dumpy, overweight dudes with jerseys on thinking that they're part of the team.
So mean to football fans.
Oh, I mean, to baseball fans, too. I think if you're a grown-ass adult and you show up with a fucking baseball mitt wearing a jersey, you're kind of fucking lame. They already had their 15 players. They don't need you.
They just want the foul ball.
I know.
They just want a foul ball.
I know. I'm just... Catch it with your hands like a man.
Ow.
I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking
The
shit.
thought of it just
I've
hurts
never attempted to
Um,
fucking catch a home run ball hit from fucking 400 feet away. Every baseball game that my father took us to was behind the fucking batting cage, and we brought a mitt for some reason because, you know, the net over the batting cage, just in case it didn't catch the balls, I might get a chance to catch a ball.
Pop fly, maybe, yeah.
From where? We sat behind the batter. There's a cage that overlaps the batter. Where's the fucking pop fly gonna come from?
That's good. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
great seats. Don't get me wrong, but you know, as a kid, yeah, you want to catch the home run, the pop fly, whatever, you know. But as a grown ass adult, it's time to flip your hat forward, and take the jersey off, take the mitt off, just enjoy the baseball game, get drunk, and have fun.
Darn.
You know, I heard at some place where I was at the other day, oh, we got a game today, and I had to bite my tongue really hard and turn to them and be like, they didn't like you on the team when you tried out. What do you mean we got a game? You know you don't play for them, right? I say the same thing about hockey people. If you're going to the game and you're showing support for the team, hey, I'm all for that. But if you're like at 7-Eleven and you're causing a ruckus and you got some sports jersey on, you're kind of making yourself look like and the team look like an asshole.
You're a big sports state too. Like you have all of the major sports.
We got
You have
all
a team
of
for
them,
every major sport.
You know? We had well, I almost gave away some shit. I saw a dude in all Lakers gear from head to toe. And I'm just like,
Yeah, but I mean that's typical. That's typical, and
Right.
Well, actually, not as much anymore. I don't really see a lot of that anymore.
I just think it's funny, especially when I hear we got a game today. We need to beat these guys. We played so poorly today. What do you were sitting on the couch fucking eating nachos and drinking beer. What the fuck you mean we?
Yeah.
Sports are funny to me.
I wore my lucky underwear.
Yeah, exactly. I got my lucky towel, got my lucky underwear, got my lucky vibrator in. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sports cult behavior is weird to me. I love hockey. I have, I live in Colorado, so I follow the Avalanche. But if the Avalanche aren't playing, I'm watching hockey because it's fun to watch. It's a fun sport. I own a couple jerseys. I don't wear them unless I'm going to the game. And they don't have names on the back. They're just jerseys. I'm here to support the team. Like, I don't know. It's just weird to me. It's just weird to me.
That's when you put your name on the back. That's when you put your last name on the back of the jersey.
I should.
Make a custom one just for you. Yeah.
I decided going forward I'm going to start introducing myself as Hawkez and see if anybody challenges me on it.
I mean, it is your nickname, sort of.
Right. The internet nickname, sort of.
If I was introduced to you as that, I would have called you that the entire the whole time. But I was introduced to you as Josh, so I can't call you
Sure.
anything else but Josh. But if you when we first met and you said, "I'm Hawkez," I'd be calling you Hawkez right now, just like naturally.
It'd be in
the
the
only
phone.
name I know you by.
It'd be
I don't
El
care that your name
Hawkez.
is Josh. Your name is Hawkez.
Yeah, do you know El Hawkez?
No. It's Hawkez. Yeah. So formally, when we're together, you're Hawkez. But when I talk to you to other people, you're El Hawkez. Yeah.
That's awesome. I think I'm going to do that.
Like a big hawk in the back.
I have to tell you something when we're done because it totally fits with what we're talking about. I just have to write it down. Okay, since we're just talking about bullshit, let me look at my list here. That's really everything. I need a new notebook, Francis. This is the notes for tonight that were scribbled down at the last second because I forgot that I didn't write anything down. It's the last page in this notebook. I need a new notebook so I can continue to write notes down. I have 2 books, two of these fucking size books. 4 years of content are written in these.
Well, one of these days, when you submit it to the Smithsonian for preservation, people will look back on those notes and be like, "This is what they talked about in 2010 or 2021." That's amazing.
I mean, it's not as cool as having a letter written to Jim Henson posted inside the Jim Henson Museum, and then you're standing next to the letter you wrote as a 9-year-old kid in the museum.
Okay.
I'll never get to that kind of coolness.
No, but one day someone will be like, "I'm standing by El Hawkez's notebook."
Somebody comes by and goes, it's Hawks, right?
Yeah.
My world's been shattered.
You can't say Hawks. It's Hawkez. It's you have to. If you want the nickname to stick, you have to call yourself Hawkez.
That's true. That's true.
Hawkez. I am Hawkez.
I am Hawkez. Yes.
Well, we have something.
Go ahead.
Yeah. We'll have something to talk about come the next year. Anyway, last thing I want to say is good luck to those 2 people who went to the space station for an 8-day trip, only to come back February of 2025.
Yeah, let's
have fun.
We can make a little fun of Boeing really fast. Why not? Yeah, I guess just announced today. NASA, was it today or yesterday? Either way, it doesn't matter. NASA announced that Bonnie and Clyde, or what are their names? Sonny and Cher. What are their names? Sonny and Buster. I don't know. Some 2 astronauts that flew up in Boeing's Starliner, I believe is the capsule it was called. On the way to this International Space Station, it encountered a whole lot of faults and errors with their RCS thrusters. And I guess NASA has deemed it unsafe to be manned for a return. But at the same time, this capsule can't be operated remotely. And they can't put an astronaut in the capsule for them to then spacewalk back into the space station because there's no fucking ports on that side of the space station for a human to go through. So, like, I don't know what they're gonna do, but I guess Sonny and Cher, Sonny and Butch, will return in February of next year on a Dragon capsule from SpaceX.
Someone on Twitter was like, we need to buy a bunch of monkey costumes because it'll be the funniest thing ever when they get back.
Why so?
Planet of the Apes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, that is funny.
I'm like, oh, we'll just make a Planet of the Apes, and when they get back, it'll be hilarious.
That is funny. That is pretty funny. What does kind of suck, because that was going to be this next Dragon mission to the ISS was going to be a 4-person crew. So now 2 people are going to have to get kicked off the mission. And it's not going to be the Russian that's part of the crew. He's staying because it's some sort of an agreement NASA has with the ISS, being that Russia has control of the ISS, most control, whatever. So they're flying cosmonauts. So that guy's not going to get booted. So it's one of the other 2 people that are going to get booted off the flight, which sucks for them. But from a 8-day journey, a planned 8-day to where are we at? 12 weeks, something like that later.
So they said 8 months is how long they're going to be up there.
Yeah, total. Yeah, that's insane. I mean, people are up there for a year at a time, at times, but to only have supplies and everything for 8 days, like, I don't know how much space underwear you need for a journey, but like, you probably only took enough for 8 days.
Yeah, but I mean, the ISS has like those
I know.
facilities.
I'm trying to be funny, Francis.
It's not like they're. Yeah. Oh. I mean, yeah. They got it. Well, I mean, they only have so many diapers. They just have to recycle the diapers. They scrape the diapers into one of the pods, shoot it out, clean diaper, sort of.
And that's where the shitstorm comes from. And when you hit toilet humor, it's time to hit the music button and turn the thing off and continue this childish conversation offline. I just said the thing I hate. But anyway, Francis, where can people find you on the internet if they wanted to do so?
At AKA the other guy, on Twitch too, because apparently that's where I'll be streaming at some point. So you can go check it out. At AKA the other guy, on everything, literally everything.
I'm just gonna get a random ass puppet that doesn't look anything like me and just show up on your show one day.
That'd be amazing. I'd love that, actually.
That'd be fun. Just be like, I'm a puppet too. Be great. But yeah, Francis loves synergy, so just look up AKA the other guy. He understands what it all meant, what it means. I don't. That's why everything is different. You could email, text, voicemail at 314-764-7631. Email at thepoipodcast@gmail.com. Look up POI Podcast or the POI Podcast wherever you want to listen to things. Come hang out with us most Tuesdays. We're here. We're here for you. We're here for each other. We're here for me to let some of this energy out that I have. And apparently ooze Riz. But thanks. Hawkez Riz. You can get it $19.95 a bottle at Sears. Thanks for everybody for showing up right there at the beginning and saying hello. That's awesome. That's encouraging, for real. Normally we don't know who all is here, so it's really cool to see everybody was there right at the beginning. Thank you very much. We will be back again next time. We got anything else to say? I kind of hoping you did.
No.
Damn it.
Oh, is it? There's
20 seconds. Oh, that's fine. We're gonna leave.
Oh,
thanks for everybody. Send us a topic so we can talk about things. We're out of here. Hey, look at that. We ate up enough time. We got to the last part of the song. See you, everybody. Bye.